Hey, what's up, fam? And welcome back again to Recap Kickback. Yes, it's me, Chappelle, your host here, back to talk to you about this week in Black entertainment news. And with me, per usual, my co-host who is trying to look just like me today with her shoulders out. It's Mari Forrest. Mari, welcome. What's up, twin? How you been?
You're not supposed to draw attention to the gun show, Chappelle.
Bang, bang.
People are supposed to just be surprised. Yeah, we're here. We're doing good. It's the middle of the summer. It's like chill mode. Like I'm so chill / like elbows deep in taking care of these kids. So, if I don't put a shirt on and realize it at the last second, that's what happens during the summertime.
We're making do here, okay? If you're here on Recap Kickback, we like to keep it loose. We're all family here, so thank you again for joining us. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the podcast at recapkickback.com/subscribe. We'll get you the audio feed. And of course, you can go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/@recapkickback in order to make sure you can keep up with the video portion of our podcast, because this has been a great journey. We're about halfway through year 2. And so because of that, I'm very excited to see what's in store for this second half of our, first little run through here, Recap Kickback. I don't know what it's looking like for year 3, but it would be a lot more promising if people were clicking like on the videos and hitting subscribe, if you know what I'm saying. Exactly. So hopefully y'all are not just listening and watching, you're clicking that like button too, so that the people who pay the bills here know that we deserve to be here making content just for you, if that makes sense.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right, big wink. ... Okay. So make sure you do that accordingly. We will, of course, show love here on Recap Kickback. Mari, I've been having such a good time this year talking about all these shows. Chantel and I are obviously still talking about Flavor of Love, which is so funny to me. She has no clue what's coming. We're about 6 episodes in.
Yeah.
She doesn't know about anything.
I was watching earlier and I was like, this is hilarious. Sweet summer child.
Yeah.
It's great.
She's like, I wonder if he just doesn't pick anybody, and that's why there's a season 2. I'm like, okay. That's adorable. Yeah, these Canadians didn't have VH1 back when it was time to have VH1, and so a lot of them and our Canadian listeners are experiencing Flavor of Love for the first time. And so make sure if you want to check out that journey, we are live on YouTube every week, mostly. And so make sure you do that, or you can subscribe to the podcast on. You can subscribe on Twitch if you want to see us live on Twitch. But honestly, but just subscribe on YouTube. It's easier that way. If you want to show some love on Twitch, I'll accept that too. But it's always a fun conversation with me and Chantel. But Mari, this week, we're not watching the show. We're talking Black entertainment news. Before we get into all of that, I do have a question about some Black entertainment news. What's been going on with Naomi over on the WWE?
Oh, yes. So this past weekend, very jam-packed weekend. For anybody who likes media or entertainment, to be quite honest, between the Love Island season 7 finale, the Big Brother premiere, Beyonce doing 4 nights in Atlanta,
and then them robbing her. Come on, Atlanta, do better.
But another event was taking place over the weekend in Atlanta because Atlanta is smoking crack. The WWE had 3 events over the weekend in Atlanta. I believe it was a Great American Bash, Saturday night's main event, and what we'll be talking about a little bit today, the WWE Evolution pay-per-view. And again, before we get into that, Atlanta, why did you have so much of that stuff going on in that city? Like, I cannot imagine the zoo that place was.
The traffic was probably so nasty.
Oh my God. Beyonce and the WWE. Like those hotels, those hotel prices were nasty.
And they were already going to be bad because it's Atlanta, but they did their big one trying to get that money. Nasty business.
Write in and let us know if you were in Atlanta.
And what the God bless you. Like. Right. I would never. I really don't like Atlanta. I don't mind going, but like
we trying to stay on the air stuff.
Listen, I know. Look, if our listeners are as black as I think they are, they're like, what? What's wrong with Atlanta? Y'all know exactly what I'm about to say. It's too expensive. the black owned businesses that I love to support, they don't support back. You know, they will have your ass sitting there mad about your food and mad about your weight and looking at you like you are inconveniencing them by coming to patronize their restaurant. And then on top of all of that, the traffic. You know, it's too much. It's too much. So I could even imagine how it was with all this going on at the same time.
Yeah, because again, as we all know, I experienced Beyonce in DC the prior weekend, and it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like the traffic actually wasn't that bad. Like shout outs, but I did go to the Monday show, so that could be it. And we only had 2 nights as opposed to like 4 or 5. And you know, we didn't get 16 carriages or Jay-Z or anything like that, and I'm not upset about that at all. But whatever, like what you're saying.
I definitely saw Jay-Z popped up in Atlanta as well.
Yes, exactly. Ooh. Yes.
Yeah.
The Washington D.C. is, you know, the stepchild for Beyonce. You know, I don't know, Yellow, the child. She does not like us, but you know what? She still comes, and that's okay. Just know that next time,
her, like Atlanta,
we did not rob her. Next time, I'm going to go see her somewhere else. I have made that decision. I'm going to go see her out. But this is not about Beyonce, because again, we could be talking about Beyonce for forever. At the Evolution pay-per-view, Naomi, mother, one of the most, like, if you Google like Naomi returns to the Royal Rumble, I think it was like 2018, 2019. It's one of the most viewed viral videos ever. Like Keke Palmer posted it and said, I would like to play her in a movie. Like Naomi is kind of like, yeah, she's crossover known. If any of that rings a bell, you're probably like, oh, I remember that wrestler. Well, she's a Black woman wrestler who we have loved and supported for, oh my gosh, she's been in the game about almost 15 years now, 14, 15 years now. And she has been on a killer heel run for the past few months. Which culminated in her winning Money in the Bank. Matt and I spoke about Money in the Bank, or just me. One of us. I think we did. We spoke about Money in the Bank at some point. Probably, maybe. And so, and she won Money in the Bank, which is a guaranteed contract for her to be able to cash in for a shot at the World Championship. And at Evolution pay-per-view, during the main event of Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley, Naomi cashed in her contract to become the new women's world champion. Yes. And my God, everybody was the Atlanta, the roof blew off of Atlanta. I'm pretty sure the Beyonce fans could hear it. She is so over. She has the title. She came out on Raw on Monday to You Deserve It chants, and because she is a heel, which is a bad guy, she had to be like, nah. It was so funny. She was like, nah, don't be saying all that now. Y'all wasn't messing with me when I was in my glow, so don't mess with me now. I was like, I love her so much. So she is now, I think this is her 4th title, I want to say. Yeah. You gotta update, because this is the glow gimmick. You gotta look for like Naomi Proceed with Caution. She is a walking cautionary caution sign with razor blades, and it's a great gimmick, and we're so happy for her. And on Raw, they announced that they're going to be having the first ever 2-night SummerSlam this year up at MetLife in New York, where Cardi B will be hosting.
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like I just like threw, like that sounds like you just threw a whole bunch of words in.
Yeah.
But it truly is. It's going to be a 2-night SummerSlam. Cardi B will be hosting, and they just announced that Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky will be doing a women's triple threat match for the title there. So shout out to Naomi, for really holding down wrestling and being a pioneer in women's wrestling, a Black women's pioneer in wrestling. And hopefully we can get up on here, if Matt wasn't so busy globe trotting and all that, we can get up on here and talk about it with you guys. Yes. Yes, proceed with caution. Yes. Naomi is doing the damn thing. Okay. The song The song is, but
Okay.
it don't matter. She's still good. Not
Okay.
a lot of WWE theme songs aren't that great right about now.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Kingdom by the Roman Reigns theme song. Isn't that his
Yes,
theme song?
yes, but it might have. So every time WWE falls out with whoever's making their music,
Oh, that's
they
Cody Rhodes' theme song, Kingdom.
Kingdom, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his music won't be touched because he did a special deal with his music because that's the music he used on the indies.
Okay.
So like I believe he owns the right to that music from the band.
Oh,
So
okay. From Downstraight,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So downstraight, yes. So like we won't lose that because that's not in house. WWE normally has an in house like writing team,
Hmm.
and every time they're on like their fourth or fifth one since I've been watching for the past decade and a half again. Like every time they cycle through a new one, they have to like drop the old ones songs or they have to tweak them because they don't want to be paying people who are no longer in the company.
Hmm.
And it sucks for the performers because the performers um lose great theme songs and stuff like that. So
Yeah. And they're used to the songs because I mean, like when we were growing up, the theme song and the
it's
wrestler was
everything.
synonymous. You know,
I
like
know.
I can when I hear The Rock, it is if you
Yeah.
smell, like that, that's the moment you have to have the breaking glass of Stone Cold Steve
Mhm.
Austin. The was it the car crash for Mick Foley?
Yeah.
Well, it's the
It's a bit
big show. Like, like those moments are really synonymous with these wrestlers. So I hate to hear that.
sadly it's not like that anymore. Like if you watch a Royal Rumble nowadays, it's like the music hits and you're like, "Who is it?" Like you gotta wait
Yeah.
until like you see their name on the Jumbotron because
Before you
the
know.
music is just so generic now. It's so unfortunate.
Pick a favorite theme song. What's your favorite wrestler entrance song of all time?
Oh, of all time. Okay.
Hmm.
Of all time, it has to be Trish Stratus. Even she's of course up there as my favorite wrestler, but Little Kim, oh wait, that's
It's
Stephanie.
that's Stephanie's same
That's
song, isn't it?
Stephanie. That
Yeah.
is. But anyway,
Ooh.
Trish Stratus.
You're like, regardless of the song, it's still Trish. Um, I like, I think I'm cute. You
Mm,
know I'm sexy. I got the moves.
Shawn
The
Michaels.
job, girl. Why that used to be my
I'm
boy.
just a sexy,
Hey, yeah.
sexy.
Sexy. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So good news for Naomi. I had to get that in there because I did see Jason from the Was It Good Though podcast in our comments for our last podcast saying Naomi, and so
Yeah.
hear what his thoughts are on that whenever you and Matt are able to fire up the wrestling kickback.
Yeah. I have to reach out to him. Might
Yeah,
need a new co-host. I don't know.
I mean, look, if you need a sub, I think we might have one. But okay, next up, Mari, what's next on our agenda? Are we talking about the Emmys?
Yes, the Emmy nominees just dropped, and a lot of black talent on there. You love to see it.
We do. We do love to see it. A lot of shows that we also talk about here on Recap Kickback, which I do love, because we
Mhm.
are here. Our mission is to talk about and highlight some of these shows that are overlooked, obviously. But we do want to give a shout out to the shows once they are given their nominations, their flowers. Like we don't ever want to overlook some of the people who are winning just because we're highlighting the people who are not quite there yet. And so I
Exactly.
definitely this is a great time to talk about it. And so of course, shout out to our friends over at Blex Media who provide us with so much
Mhm.
news here on Recap Kickback. The 2025 Emmy nominations are in, and these black and brown creators are leading the charge. So not only do we have a lot of actors and actresses in here, but we also have directors, writers,
Mhm.
really cornering the market. Mari, I have to always start with my girl Quinta. This
Yep.
is a Abbott Elementary Stan account. We all know that. We do love
Mhm.
everything that Abbott does, and for the most part, I support Quinta pretty much. Just I just do. Like, there's really
Across the
nothing else
board,
that
yeah.
right across the board. She's done it,
Mhm.
and Quinta herself is also getting 2 nominations this year,
Mhm.
um, for Abbott Elementary, obviously, and acting in Abbott Elementary as well. So love that for her. But did you see Ayo Edebiri is making history as the first with dual nominations in acting and directing for the same show?
Yeah, I saw that. Like history, as in for a black person, I'm assuming, or
Yes,
like,
I believe so.
yeah. I mean, just amazing. I have to. I can't remember if I watched her episode of The Bear. The Bear is so weird, right? Because I was like all in season 1 and season 2. And like
Hmm.
I'm in for season 3, but we've been like we'll binge it for a little bit, then we'll stop for like months. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then season 4 just dropped, right? Season 4, I think it was, just dropped. Haven't even
Yeah.
started it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because they drop all the episodes at once, so I'm like, it'll be there.
That's exactly how I feel. And I just did a
Hmm.
little bit more reading into the article. It says that she is the first woman ever nominated for both acting
I
and
love that.
directing in the comedy situation. So not just black woman, but
Hmm.
she is the breakout star of The Bear and now has earned a nod for her directing in this comedy series.
Which
Um,
episode was it, I wonder?
her directing nomination was for Napkins, I believe was the episode,
Napkins.
and that might be, if I'm not mistaken, the episode that was very centric to her story. Um,
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, I think Tina is looking to like, try to save the restaurant at that point too. Like I think that was a good Liza Cologne Zaya's episode, if I'm not mistaken. So so yeah, very
Napkins.
excited for Io, who is in Abbott Elementary. That's Quinta Brunson's sister. That's Janine's sister in
Hmm.
Abbott. So anytime we get an Io or Janine reference or not, I'm always going to show love. Did anybody else on that list pop out to you as like some people that we've talked about before?
Yeah, Uzo. Uzo Adoba is nominated for
The
yeah,
Residents.
The Residents. Uzo Aduba, sorry,
Mhm.
is nominated for The Residents, the comedy series. We covered the first 2 episodes of it, ranted and raved about it. It's such a good. I love the little whodunits, and I'm glad that she's getting her flowers. We have 3 black women are nominated in lead actress in a comedy series. Um, that's so great. Now it might just go to the lady from Hacks, but
It might just go to
you
Lady from
know,
X.
yeah. But at least they're nominated, and shout out to them. I hope
Yeah.
they follow up on The Residents.
Ooh, Mari, I got some horrible news.
Oh, they canceled it.
Oh, it's
It's
done. Yeah,
probably
it's canceled.
yeah. It was a pretty like insular story, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's
I'm
canceled.
not
I
shocked.
mean,
Like we know how I am on here. I'm like, of course.
yeah,
Like,
like Mari, I hate to tell you this, but like, yeah, I think we've already lost the residents for season 2. But
yeah.
I think that it goes to show you like Uzo is putting up a Emmy Award nominated acting performance only for the show to give nothing to them, like for them to not get a
A follow
sequel
up.
season, a
Hmm.
follow-up. Yeah, so I'm kind of like, all right, it's kind of like you're doing your best here, but maybe not getting the recognition that you deserve all the time. So I'm
Hmm.
not a fan of the Residents getting canceled. We did not talk about the whole series here, and so I do reserve the right to go
No.
back and talk about that whenever I want. But
Mhm.
yeah, I just really feel like, I don't know, I'd love to see a season 2.
I know. Um, but again, like I at this point, I just close my heart off.
Give your heart a break, as they say.
Yes, exactly. Another one that I want to pull your attention to. I know for a fact that you're not one of those Black Mirror people,
I've
right?
seen it, but it ain't my
I know.
jam.
Yes. Our good Judy Rashida Jones is
Yes, Miss
nominated
Passing.
for her. When you need to watch that episode with her in it. It
Can we
it
talk
is,
about it on here?
huh?
Can we
We
talk
can,
about it on
yeah.
Recap
We
Kickback?
definitely can. Yeah,
Okay.
it's so messed up. Like the premise of the concept of that episode is called Common People. And basically it's in a future where like you can Rashida Jones is like fighting for her life. Like she has a like an illness,
Mm-hmm.
and and um and they signed her up for a system called Rivermine, and it's a system that will keep her alive. but it's like corporations. What happened to um, when we monetize people's health and their lives?
Mm,
Yeah, and it's such a crazy concept. And Tracy Ellis Ross is in there too,
okay.
just knocking it out of the park as well. So it's a great episode. Like the Black Mirror this season has been like A1. The first two episodes, Bet Noir is the second one.
Mm.
Blackity black. Like the
Ooh.
first two episodes are very black. So maybe we might gotta do the first two episodes. They were real good.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I see that Sterling K. Brown is nominated for lead actor in a drama series in Paradise, which I did talk about on
Oh yeah.
the Nothing But Netflix podcast that I host with Rob Sesternino.
I kind of need
Um,
to know what the other nominees are for that, because if he doesn't win, I like that freaking show was so good. Paradise was amazing.
well, I will tell you his competitors in this
Okay.
category. For lead actor in a drama series, we have Sterling K. Brown in Paradise. We have Gary Oldman in Slow Horses. We have Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us. Adam Scott in Severance, and
Mm.
Noah Wiley in The Pit. And
Oh,
yeah,
uh,
I don't know, Sterling. I
that's
don't
not
know about that. The Pit is
not
a monster.
fair.
The
The
Pit
Pit
is a
is a monster.
monster.
I heard things about Soul Horses. Sarah has recommended it on Crime Scene. Um, and there's another one on there that's a hard category. Oh, Severance is probably gonna rack up
Adam
so many
Scott.
wins just off of
Yeah.
names. Yeah, name recognition alone. I'm still
Hmm.
behind on that season two. um I gotta finish that. So
Yeah. Good.
damn, but Sterling was so good in Paradise. Oh, Paradise is so good.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a great win for him, but also if he was not to win, I wouldn't be shocked because some of these titles are gigantic. Some of these actors are doing some amazing things, and so I would
The
not be
Pit.
shocked.
Oh, the Pit.
The Pit's a monster.
Oh,
It just is.
and that bad news about our girl from the Pit.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about it. So, recently it's come out that Tracy, if Effiator, um, is leaving the pit after one season, and honestly, not even the entire season.
Not even the
In the
entire.
midst of the pit's getting 13 nominations for the Emmys, she will no longer be with
Did
us
she
anymore.
do we know if she voluntarily walked away or what?
So there was speculation that it was maybe like a religious thing that was going on.
Oh,
She's been colloquially tied to like a very religious church, and so
oh.
like and so they were
Is this
saying
the
that
same one that Daniel Kulea is? You hear about that?
I didn't hear about that, but it sounds about right. But the thing is that I've seen conflicting reports as to whether or not that's actually true for her.
Okay.
So
Well,
I don't want to spread that about
we
the.
wish her the best of luck no matter what. It's so
Mhm.
unfortunate we're not going to see the rest of her character's development, but she got to do what's best for her.
Yeah, and I mean that's the Pit. So the Pit is a show. If you didn't watch it, is one of the best shows that I've seen on television ever.
So far.
But the entire first season takes place over the course of one shift in the emergency room in Pittsburgh, and so because of that, um, the next episode or the next season, I guess, will take place in another 24 hours in the same exact universe. But there's got to be a time jump, right? They're not going to pick 24 hours
Yeah.
the very next day. So there is going to be a time jump. So there are many people in the cast that we could potentially lose. And Tracy here as Dr. Heather Collins is our first casualty of this format. I read a Deadline article earlier that says the cast is kind of amused at some of the speculations about why she is leaving, but ultimately she's a great actress and she has other opportunities.
Mhm.
And so due to the story of the show, she will not be brought back next season. So whether or not that church stuff is true or not, she will no
Mhm.
longer be with us, and I think that's sad to say because I'd
It
be
is.
shocked if she doesn't
It
walk
is.
away. Watching the Pit get a bunch of Emmys this year.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so sad.
It's tough.
That's
I really enjoyed that season. I really did.
hmm
Like,
Um, Did you watch Dope Thief, starring Brian Tyree Henry?
I did not. I did not. Did you check it out?
We did. We did. We're still like halfway through the series. Like we're like 4 or so episodes in, and each episode is like, dog, this is heavy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, but Brian Tyree Henry is nominated for lead actor in a limited or anthology series. And Dope Thief was really good. It follows like him and one of his associates. They basically dress up like the DEA or ATF something, and
Mm-hmm.
they just rob other drug dealers. And then like
Oh, okay.
one robbery goes wrong, and he's dealing with that for the whole season. But it's like so dramatic. It's steeped in drama. It's like one of those things like you're trying to catch your breath each episode because you're like, where is this going? You know, so it was really good.
Okay. Okay.
Another
Um,
Apple TV. Apple TV is like all on here, all up and through this these nominations.
Absolutely. Big shout out and much love to Tremel Tillman, who is going to be
Mm-hmm.
nominated for a Emmy as well from the show Severance. I watched season 1 of Severance and it was really good. I watched the second season,
Mm-hmm.
and although it was good, I did think that I didn't. First of all, I did not finish it, so don't spoil it.
Me
But
neither.
I did think that Tremel Tillman's character, uh,
Was a
Millicek,
bright spot.
really
Mm-hmm.
stood out. I'm talking about he
Mm-hmm.
was one of the best things I'd seen on TV this year for sure. Loved him
Yeah.
the whole time. And then did his random like HBCU shout out that they do in the series too. Did you catch that
I
band
didn't get that.
scene?
I didn't get that.
So
Get that.
there's a scene where they bring out a marching band
Mm-hmm.
on an episode of Severance, and our guy Millicek is the drum major, and guess
Yeah.
and it had to be an HBCU marching band, of course. So not just
Mm-hmm.
any marching band. I believe it was the Jackson State marching
Okay.
band, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken.
Love
Uh,
that.
yeah, and so I was very excited to see that, and of course, anytime HBCUs are getting love, we gotta support that too. So the Sonic Boom of the South was able to join Tillman in his journey for the Emmy. Let's see if he will get it. I'm very excited to see if he's able to win that award. I don't know who he's up against right now off the top of my head, but I'm hoping that he gets it. I don't think Severance is one of those weird ones that's in like the comedy category because it's 30 minutes long. I think it's an
Right.
hour, so it's a drama. He's up against Walton
Yeah,
Goggins from The White
exactly.
Lotus, Jason Isaacs from The White Lotus, James Marsden from Paradise, Sam Rockwell from The White Lotus, John Turturro from Severance, and
Jeez.
Zach Cherry from Severance. So it's him and his coworkers versus The White Lotus. James Marsden is there too.
Wow. Well, that's a lot of people for like one show and like
It does sound a little crazy that Severance got all of these nominations. Not to say that Severance isn't
yeah.
a good show, but it's like I want to say it was what 10 at least nominations for actors on Severance. As it's
Okay.
27 total.
It's like they said yes to like all of their like they submitted, you know,
Yeah, and they're like, "Yep,
nominations and they're like, yep.
agree, accept
Every
all
single
cookies."
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely how it felt to me. So yeah, the overall
Mhm.
count is 27, closely followed by the Penguins 24, the White Lotus and the Studio both earned 23 nods,
Mm.
and the Bear is also tied with them for most comedy nominations in a single year. The Bear is not a comedy. It's
No,
not.
but it's in
No,
there. Lisa, is it Lisa Cologne
I
Zayas
thought it was
was
Liza
nominated?
Cologne, but I might
Liza,
be saying
okay.
it wrong.
No, it probably is like is nominated supporting actress for comedy series in The Bear. Of course, Janelle James from Abbott Elementary. Uh,
Hmm.
Madam Shirley Ralph.
Madame, yes, ma'am. um,
Do you watch Shrinking?
I don't. Should I?
I no, I don't know. I don't watch it either. But Jessica Williams is nominated. I love Jessica Williams from her stand up to like her cameos and like movies and stuff.
Mhm.
I've never seen Shrinking. So
Okay. I think I
I
know
wasn't.
Jessica Williams from something else. Um,
She's a big comedy writer.
yeah, maybe it's
Yeah.
just from seeing her
Her
on the
face.
Daily Show so much.
Yeah. Yep. She's on Daily Show.
She was also in the Fantastic Beasts series, so she's been around.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, she's a randomly in Fantastic. We were, oh my god, Fantastic Beast series feels like a fever dream. Me and
yeah,
James
because
are
it
talking
shouldn't have
about
happened.
those. We were talking about those movies the other day, like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened. Like, I can't believe we went and saw every single one of those.
Yeah.
Um, but finally, I don't know if this is my last one because I don't know if
Okay.
I watched Presumed Innocent, um, which was also on Apple TV,
Hmm.
uh, because it was one of my favorite books that I've ever read, by Scott Turow, and it had been adapted into a movie, um, like in the early '90s, starring, I believe it was like Harrison Ford, but they redid it as a limited series, and Ruth Negga is nominated as a supporting actress in a limited or anthology series for Presumed Innocent. Loved the movie. Ruth
Hmm.
Nega's character is made into a black woman because in the book she's not. And I thought the series was pretty good. I really liked the series. I thought the series was really good. I don't, even though her character has like a big plot point in the movie, um, she herself was subtle enough that I think that she did the job that she was given, but I
Hmm.
would probably want to see who else is in that category. Like she did great, but it's like there wasn't much wiggle room with that character.
Okay.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
All right. Yeah. I'll definitely check that out. I see Adolescence got a nomination for
Good
is it
movie.
Ashley
I mean, good show.
Walters? Yeah, loved Adolescence. Loved every second of it. I thoroughly recommend it for one watch and probably never again. But it was so good. And yeah, our black actor, I believe he was our cop in that he gets a nomination as well. So shout out to him
Hmm,
too.
okay.
So much love to all of the Recap Kickback All Stars, as I will call them, the people we know to love
Yes.
here on Recap Kickback, but also congratulations to all the nominees as well. We have some stuff that's coming our way soon. I know I mentioned HBCUs, but have you heard about Marsai Martin and what she has going on?
I think I saw a headline about it. She's gonna be at Howard, right? The HBCU contest at Howard, I believe, or something like
The
that.
First Look Film Festival. That's correct. She is
Yes,
named
film
the
festival.
creative ambassador for First Look. Uh,
Yes,
Big win
amazing.
for the real HU.
Yes, exactly. Big win for
Hmm.
us.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I feel like we
she's
didn't
doing
have a
great
lot of
things.
this. Yeah, I mean, shout out to my niece Diane. You know, like I from way back when. But we didn't have this kind of stuff. I don't want to be like that guy. Like back in my day, we didn't get to do it. But you went to the real HU. You went to the Mecca.
I
Y'all,
did.
I was in
I did.
Cowtown. I don't know. We had a lot of trickle down stuff getting to us after years and years and years, such as emancipation and all those things. But when at Howard. This is the first film festival of its kind. Like how normal was this to see at your school?
I know they said this first look film festival itself is only about like this will be like its third year, I believe, like second or third year. So it is
Hmm.
very young and new. Howard actually has a great track record of supporting creatives. Of course, you know the great Chadwick Boseman.
Hmm.
He went to our fine arts, our College of Fine Arts, and it is now named after him. Uh, it's probably because like half of my friends were in like the radio, TV, film, school communications, and fine arts programs that I know how active Howard was in the fine arts. One of my friends actually won the Paul Robeson Award. Paul Robeson, a famous actor, also went to Howard. The Paul Robeson Award is given to like a student who excels exceptionally in like acting on campus. Like we submit. I was actually if anybody ever finds this footage, it needs to be burned. I was actually in a short film that
Yeah.
like my husband and his friends had to create for one of their classes for their TV and directing classes. Again, all these short films are then submitted, and then awards are given out. Ours wasn't. I didn't get it, but Howard does have a long history of supporting creatives. Again, of course, famously Felicia Rashad, Debbie Allen, a lot of notable alumni who come from our creative arts analogs of history. So this does not surprise me, but I am definitely glad that Marsai is now on board, and hopefully this will bring more eyes to this film festival.
She broke the Guinness Book of World Records for, or was entered into the Book of World Records for being the youngest executive producer in Hollywood at the age of 14. And now, of course, she has her own production company, Genius Productions, which is so cool. As we know, we saw her in G20, which we talked about here on Recap Kickback. But some synergy here. Marsai will be kicking off the festival with a fireside chat hosted by actress and comedian Lonnie Love, HBCU alumna of the Prairie View A&M University. So look at this.
Yes, here you go.
Synergy.
HBCU
Lonnie Love,
all three here.
I know Lonnie listening to this. Come holler at me. Also, you trying to get married or something? Like I love her. I do. Sorry,
Lonnie Love is amazing.
Love that lady. All right. So yeah, that was a good shout to some HBU stuff. We already talked about Tracy and the Pitt. How familiar are you with Lil Mama? You're a woman of a certain age.
Lil Mama was at the first Howard Homecoming Yard Fest that I went to as a freshman.
Oh yeah.
because her song, her lip gloss was popping, and that was the year that she made it onto the stage. Before she then crashed the stage at the VMAs. So I know a little bit about Lil Mama. And I'm a huge ABDC fan, so America's Best
Yes. Okay, now you're talking my language. I love me some competition reality shows, and I was definitely. I say Kaba Modern got robbed, but I'll give it to the Jabberwockies. They did that thing. I've been fighting this fight my whole life, Mari. But Lil Mama has stepped off her tour bus, and now she's going to be in a movie, a action thriller called Mercy, Mercy Me. Starring her alongside Jason Mitchell from The Chi. I've never seen The Chi. You've watched it, though, right?
No, I did not watch The Chi, but Jason Mitchell, he had them gations.
Was that him? Was that him with the allegations?
That was him with the allegations.
Dang, I forgot that was him with the allegations. So that's why he's not on The Chi no more.
Yes, exactly. But let me just say, Lil Mama was Left Eye in the TLC biopic back in 2013, 2014. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I try and put years on
I would say, I don't know why you're trying to guess, because you don't know.
And I must say, she was an amazing Left Eye. She did a great job.
Okay, last chance. What year did it come out?
2014.
We were looking for 2013, but this wasn't your most egregious one.
I thought it was 2013, but you talked me out of it.
Last chance, 2013. Yeah. I think Keke Palmer, at least, obviously, Lil Mama.
Drew Sidora, who is currently fighting women on the Basketball Wives.
Okay, another thing I wanted to flag up. I know as we are preparing to start winding down, have you been keeping up with RG3 and Angel Reese and all the nonsense with your boy?
Man, fuck.
Fuck RG3. And I said that shit. I'll say it. Mari ain't got it. I'll say it.
Oh, I almost unloaded the clip. Yes. Why? What is his problem? Go somewhere. Go somewhere. And then I even subtly heard something about they think he might have been the person that generated the image that he shared. I hate that, man. I can't even I can't even cat for you anymore. I dislike him.
This man is the worst. Like RG3 sucks. Let me be very clear. Like he sucks. And the reason why it bothers me so much is because Robert, you haven't earned none of this that you've talked, like this shit you talking. You're just not the guy. You were the guy at Baylor, and that's it. You tried to be the guy in the NFL, and it did not work. They ran you into the ground, and we felt bad for you. We really did. We were like, hey, that's not fair. Why? But now you can't even take the little flowers that you've been getting and shut up and just eat your rice. You got to go pick on this young black woman who is just trying to make a way. Like, why I got to look up on the internet and see you posting gorilla photos of this woman and then trying to make it seem like, okay, although I hate her and she attacked my family, there is no place for racism. I wouldn't even seen the racism had it been for you.
Exactly. We wouldn't have seen the racism if it wasn't for him. Why would you post it and be like, you shouldn't do this? But also, it doesn't matter that she did X, Y, and Z. She did all of this. I don't like her because she did this. But you should not do this. Like the quote unquote message of stop the racial hate was the smallest thing in that paragraph. Like the biggest thing was he's like, even though she has done me so wrong, we should not be racist against her. Like, get the F out of here. Like, nobody cares. Go to your white wife. Go be with your white wife. Go love on white women. Go stick your head up Caitlin Clark's ass. We do not care. Why do you keep harassing this young woman? Why do you keep harassing her? And I cannot believe that I am siding with Ryan Clark, a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Right.
You got me.
My chest. Not on my darkest day have I ever agreed with a Steeler. I'm sorry. Like, the only one that I kind of give a pass sometime to is like, no, there's no answer. Like even Tomlin, you can get the hell too. But now I'm sitting here like, Ryan Clark was right. He was right. He was never wrong. He was not wrong about this. RG3, you are a clown. Leave this lady alone. She's not bothering you. You do not tell someone to stop racial attacks on somebody while then giving them all this ammunition for why they should be attacking somebody. It was the most back alley question. Nobody needed you to weigh in. You should just shut the hell up. Mari, I bring this up to say that Shaq responded to this. Are you privy to Shaq response to RG3?
I am not.
Okay, well, I will cue that up. Shaq, who is a part of Andrew Reese's management, if you are familiar with the documentaries Shaq has on Netflix, he does outline that. And so this week, Shaq was on a podcast and he was able to kind of weigh in on what he thought about the controversy. And let's see if he echoes our sentiments, Mari. Here, I'll play it here. There we go. All right, Shaq, let's talk to us.
Speaking of that, RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl injuries and punch in your fucking face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job, you got your podcast, leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. Fucking stop it. That's the last time. Okay? Thank you. It's not real hate. If you look around what's going on in this real country, that's hate. This is sports. I'm not supposed to like you. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life, you're going to be remembered for your podcast. You're going to be remembered for your podcast. That should tell you you're not that fucking great. I don't want to be for Shaq's Bit podcast. I do not. Like, leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go. So what? He hates us. So fucking what? I hate you now for messing with her. Now what? Say something about me. But she's not going to respond because I'm the one calling her and be like, baby, keep it classy. Because she's not soft by any means. You're from the streets. But I'm like, you're beautiful. Don't indulge with these fools. Because he's a fool. You don't even have G14 classification to say that. I would respect it more if Lisa Leslie said it.
That part.
Like, that's your category. Stay out of them people's category. Okay, you're sports, whatever you do, you talk about sports, but bro, you don't need to be going deep. Y'all can go deep. Y'all are females. Y'all understand what that's like. If he hates her, so what? Mind your business. Like, I don't mind you doing your job as anyone, but don't pick on that little girl. Because guess what? I'm her protector.
Thank you, Shaq.
That's Shaq.
because people like RG3 will only understand it in that context by a bigger dude telling him to shut up. You know what I'm saying? And I respect Shaq so much for that, because when it's so easy to feel like when Angel is getting attacked, and oftentimes when Black women get attacked, it's so easy to feel like nobody's there that has your back, and people are just letting you get attacked. And for Shaq to stand up is amazing. Thank you so much. And all of that, because I also forgot. I was like, RG3, you talk about football, the game you barely played. Talk about that.
Right. I just hate him so much. I got a good dislike it to RG3. It's embarrassing that people rooted for you as a football player only for you to use your massive influence to do this. If you do not like Caitlin Clark, if you do not like Angel Reese, you can do that in the like silence of your own home. You can do that amongst your friends and family. You do not have to go on the internet and draw up hate for either of these women. Now, I'm not just talking about Angel Reese. I'm talking about either way. So if you're listening to this and you're one of the people in the comments like stirring the pot and fanning the flames for all the hate that these women are getting, stop it. Cut it out. But at the same time, leave this specifically to RJ3. Leave her alone. That girl ain't bothering you. She ain't thought about you. She ain't worried about you. You are trying to make this about you because you have realized that talking about Angel Reese, like the Caitlin Clark fans have realized, it makes you very popular. They are going in and they're doing this for clicks and likes and engagement. It's no different than the people who are going viral for posting about Ironheart and saying this is woke DEI shit. They have nothing to say. They're just saying those things so that people will click the link, and it's working. And RG3 is getting a lot of clout from this. He's getting a lot of clicks. He's getting a lot of probably a little payout from Twitter for being awful and having that blue check. But this does not make you a standout journalist. Shaq says that you do not want to be known for the podcast you've done. Personally, this is my job, and I don't want to be known for this either. You know, like I want to have bigger impacts on my life, on people's lives than just this. RG3, you are doing the opposite. You are hurting your legacy. You need to shut the hell up.
Facts.
Yeah. Just why, and then you just look like you look with your looking ass. I just don't like
ass.
Right. Oh. You know, just boo this man.
Boo, tomato. Like I even tried to give you a crumb of respect for like being there for Lamar for us, you know, but no. You are a you are my most hated former Raven, and that should say
right. And look, and I got some ones that I hate, okay? And it's like, Robert, you are one of the worst. Matter of fact, you got me looking at Ray Lewis like, well, you know, like, you know. Last but not least, Mari, I do want to end with a trailer. We got a playing our trailers last time here. I'm just going to do it again anyway and see if we get away with it again. We were informed that we were demonetized because of it, but make no mistake, the ad revenue we were getting from that podcast weren't that steep anyway, so I didn't expect it. So we're doing this for the clicks and the engagements, much like our RGP, raise rate host.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to play a trailer for an upcoming project starring Michael Jai White and Method Man called TroubleMan. Have you heard of this?
Yep, I heard of it. Haven't seen the trailer.
All right, well, we're going to take a first look at it right here. Let me cue this up. And let's take a look at TroubleMan.
What are you, cop? Private detective? Please, just call me Jax.
Yeah, I heard about you.
And what kind of odd jobs do you do?
Not like I'm a hitman or anything. Just help people out of tight situations.
I need you to find Jahar. She has a new album ready to drop it. She just disappeared. But I need her back here. She said she knew you were trouble.
Challenge accepted.
She was hanging with some cat named Money. He's supposed to be some big baller or whatever.
When's the last time you seen her?
A couple of days ago.
Went to her apartment and it was trashed.
I'm supposed to just sit here waiting for her to show up?
We have to have a plan.
All right, Black Belt Jones, what's the plan?
She has no idea what she's getting herself into. How many extra clips you got?
Thought you didn't like guns.
I don't like condoms either, but I ain't stupid. ain't got no time for this shit.
Hey man, why you keep trying to be this girl's savior?
This ain't business. This is very personal.
All I know is if you don't get that gun out of my face. Now that was fast. That was nice.
Trust me, it's what I do. What are you supposed to say?
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
My man.
Love that. Method Man, he's like, I'm gonna be acting.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for him.
I
like any time our hip hop stars graduate to like bigger mediums. I think that Method Man is an iconic, legendary actor. Artist or whatever, rapper. But I think that now he is trying to step into that actor realm. We see rappers do this all the time. I think Mos Def is probably the most notable, like kind of like move over from being a rapper to like actor. Like I think a lot of people don't even remember they was a rapper at some points. I think that you also have people like Ice-T, who will go over and do a million seasons of Law and Order. Ice Cube will be known for many of his acting roles. But it feels like Method Man is stepping into like almost like an action star role. And he has the build for it. It's a good guy.
Yeah, like an action comedy. Like that's really cool. Michael J. White, of course, he's him. And so I'm gonna watch it. Orlando Jones is just there for panache. It's like, yeah, we're just panache. And Lala Anthony.
She was there. Yeah. Lala was there. Cook Lala. Yep. Anyway, when it drops, I'm sure we will find time to talk about it. It is coming to theaters. It's not going to be a streaming service show, I don't believe. And so be happy to finally watch it when the time comes. But that's all I have for Black Entertainment News. Mari, you have anything else before we get ready to wrap?
Nope. That's it for us. It is great. Just chatting it up. Feels great when we don't have the pressure of recapping stuff. We love doing that, but just chopping it up about random things. You can do that every once in a while. It is a kickback, so might as well.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get real messy. Mark, we really haven't got to address it all the way. But a new Madea movie dropped this week. Madea.
Yeah. So did new allegations.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about it. Madea has dropped, and since the Destination Wedding, we've gotten a new trailer, I think, for Sisters. It looks like Tyler Perry Studios is moving forward as if nothing is wrong. But Mari, tell us about these allegations from Mr. TP.
Yeah, they unloaded the clip. So it's not Tyler Perry who has the new allegations. It's one of his I think it's like his showrunner for dang it, I should have brought it up. But it's some damning stuff. They were talking about it on the Read last week. Shout out to the Read, love them. But basically Tyler Perry's showrunner is literally being sued for like assault, like rape and all of that. Like, and it's of a Black actor. This was the kind of like the tea. It was by a Black actor who said that he was sexually assaulted after being like drugged or inebriated or under the influence. And then he even said that he gave like pictures and evidence to that white man that had the allegations of Tyler Perry. And basically, at first, it didn't feel like anybody was going to take his case, but they were willing to take that white man's case, even though that white man's case is older than his case, and they were trying to tell him that it might be past statutes of limitations. But Tyler Perry is now being it's like a new lawsuit where he's being lumped in because they're saying that he basically created that environment where that guy could be like sexually assaulted and stuff. It's just not looking good. Not looking good.
Big damn. Yeah. TP, what you got? What you doing, man? Sounds like some legal issues for him. We will not be covering Medea's destination vacation or destination wedding here.
Presidential wedding.
Yeah, we will not be doing that. Possibly on Nothing But Netflix, though. So check that out on Nothing But Netflix, on the Nothing But Netflix website, nothingbutpod.com, in case we do want to talk about that. But let's keep an eye on that. Hopefully we can get some legal experts in here to kind of talk us through some of the allegations. Because I don't know, Mari, sometimes you think a case is going one way and then the next year, Diddy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We didn't even talk about that. This is like the second time we've seen like RICO charges not stick. Like,
I mean, that's crazy. They used to say that like once someone pulls a RICO, like says they have a RICO case on you, then it's a wrap. Now it seems like these people got enough money to where they're like, is it a wrap?
Right, exactly. Do they have so much money that they can beat the RICO, or what is a RICO versus like just trying to stack charges that you can't prove? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, from what I understand with the Diddy stuff, like a lot of like the really bad stuff, like the video of him beating Cassie and stuff, they can't get him on assault like that because that is past the statute of limitations. Like, why do we have statute of limitations on like assault and rape and sexual assault? Like, justice system, my ass.
Yeah. I mean, if they're trying to basically get him with racketeering and gang related activity, mafia activity or whatever, him being a rapist and assaulting people is not going to be enough to get those charges. And especially when a large portion of the defense's case was basically being like, Cassie wanted this. These women signed up for this. They wanted this. They asked for this. They liked it. And so they really changed him into like the mega creep that he is to like, oh my God, y'all just don't like him because he's freaky. It's like, no, stop it. I seen these fools outside the courthouse with baby oil. I'm hoping it was AI. It was just too much going on, y'all. So we didn't really get to talk about it, but y'all know any win for Diddy is a big L for Chappelle. So I'm not happy about it. I've been trying to take this man down since I was like 13. I saw the writing on the wall. I don't know why people wouldn't acknowledge it, but I just had a bad vibe. And so although it does look like he will be going to jail, it is not nearly as bad as it could have been. So I think that about wraps up our Black entertainment news for the week. I guess on a brighter note, I could just highlight some of the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta that were just inducted to new honorees.
Oh,
yeah, Tasty.
I know this.
Tasty from Orange Is the New Black, and then the Queen.
The Queen. Yeah, Dana Owens.
Yeah. Mari, I saw a video of the Deltas. They were doing their new stroll, and it was Brandy Williams from P Valley, and it was Tasty, and they were demonstrating the stroll at their national.
Danielle Brooks.
Yeah, and Tasty. It was Mercedes and Tasty, and the comments were like, "You go, Soror. I see y'all. I love the Deltas." And then every like 5 or 6 comments, someone would be like, "You doing everything but dropping P Valley episodes." And I just find it funny how I'm like, I'm with them. Bring back my show, y'all. So there's some good stuff in Black entertainment news too.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to the Sisters of Delta Sigma Theta. They got some really good honorary members at their national convention. Again, I do know this. Shout out to Kev on Stage and that chick Angel. They talked about it extensively on their coverage because I will give them that funky little 5. So I do get the Patreon episodes, and I know about that because of them.
Well, since you're a patron and you in the Discord or whatever, tell them to come on our podcast if they really want the money. Yeah,
if they want some money.
I mean, if they want a funky little 5, I got 5 on it. If they want to just come, that's neither here nor there. Mari, what else do you have going on in the meantime until next time we talk?
Well, of course, over on Crime Scene Podcast, me and Sarah Carradine are bringing True Crime Tuesdays to you, or just True Crime to you, because sometimes it's not on Tuesdays, but don't judge us. We're independent. If you buy us a coffee, you'll be able to get the episodes earlier and ad free now. Yeah, look at that. So go to crimescenepod.com. That's crime, SEEN pod.com to subscribe. Or you can go to buymeacoffee.com/crime-scene-pod in order to become a member, or just throw us a funky little $5, little $2, throw us some money over there, buy us a coffee. This week, we just dropped the Real Project X Trainwreck, the Real Project X, which we talked about with the Maggie Morgan. We had a lot of fun talking about that. A very interesting story. And coming up next week, we will be talking about Attack on London, the hunt for the 7/7 bombers with my father, Tony Cox. You do not want to miss that. So just make sure you go and subscribe to Crime Scene wherever you get your podcasts. Also, it is Big Brother season, which means I do not have a life. I'm just watching live feeds. So you can join me over on Blue Sky at Mari Talks Too Much. Too like the number 2. Like talking about, it's a lot of Big Brother, I'm not gonna lie. And I will be on the live feed updates this year. I'll be on, some of the recaps, roundtables. So definitely keep your eye over here on RHAP for my Big Brother coverage as well. Hey. What about you?
I'm here still, recap kickbacking, talking about Flavor of Love every week with Chantel. It's so much fun. Joining. Yeah, so it's too much. It's too much fun, y'all. And then, of course, joining RHAP for various other show combinations. I still have the Nothing But Netflix podcast, nothingbutpod.com, where you can go and subscribe to Nothing But Netflix and hear about me talk about whatever's hot on Netflix. You can also catch me on the Snake Recap podcast, where Jenny Autumn and I are talking about season 1 of The Snake and doing exit interviews over there. I've subbed in for Sasha Joseph over at the Destination X podcast to talk about that, along with Mary Kukowski. And so definitely throw them some views over there. Big shout outs to the Was It Good Though podcast for always having us on in conjunction with what they have going on too. So yeah, make sure you give a shout out to them, because I did check out their Superman coverage and it was great, because I don't normally watch Superman movies, but when I do, I make sure I listen to the Was It Good Though podcast to make sure that they're tapped in and talking about it and enjoying that content. But yes, also it's reality TV time. It's Big Brother time. We know realitytv.com. You can catch me every week behind the paywall, talking to the patrons about sloppy content, because you got to put me back there where no one can see me saying awful, heinous things about these people who cannot defend themselves because they're in the Big Brother house. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast and check it out. And then check me out as I talk about Big Brother on the recap episode this week, on Wednesday's recap. If you haven't already caught it, go see what I had to say about this week's third episode of Big Brother. So yeah, all of that and more, but you got to follow me at Recap Kickback on all social media platforms, in order to keep up with all of that and more. But that's it. So for Mari and for me, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. We'll talk to you all next time. Peace.
I've been trapped behind Suave Maria, isolated like it's North Korea. Smaller city with some bigger dreams. The wall is cracked, I'm looking in between it. The world is yours, but man, I gotta see it. They say it's hard, but man, I gotta see it. The air I'm breathing can't feel my chest. Wait on life, I wanna hold my breath. I'ma get in my goddamn self.